Garnett and Perkins in the middle. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce on the wings, and Rondo. With age comes wear and tear on the Celtics.
That I can't let pass. Yeah. So I'm on my grizzly 24/7. Saying all my prayers for my head hit the sand.
The Eraser arriving earlier this afternoon, primed and ready to go. It's the Pacers in Indianapolis as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest. And this game marks the start of a road trip here for the Raptors. They feel like they're a better team than their record shows, and in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
You know, it's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip right now.
We get a look at the Pacers here. What does this team need to do to get on top?
I think they need another star next to Danny Granger, and they need the continued development of young players. Brandon Rush, Roy Hibbert, and certainly a good play at the point guard position would help also.
He's covered by Collison. Great D that time from Collison. On offense, here are the Pacers. Granger passes to Hansbrough. Indiana on D. And Clark, to that point, they have a lot of guys that are solid role players.
So if they could get, if they could get Granger a little help, stay healthy.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
And so here is Toronto. Clark, Darren Collison with a fantastic motor and water bug quickness, but he really can defend too.
Yeah, he does an awful lot at the point guard spot and really proved his value when Chris Paul went down with the knee injury.
Collison, you may recall, also won the Western Conference Rookie of the Month award for February.
Yeah, and he's been coached by some of the best coaches when you talk about developing a point guard. He's got great athleticism. I think he's going to be a special player, Kevin.
The first one falls. Well, a tough season for the Raptors last year, Clark, and they really struggled on the road.
They certainly did. Defensively is where they had their problems. Only 15-26. Not the worst road record, but certainly close to it.
Well, Clark, how do you improve your play on the road?
I think it's a defensive focus, a mentality you have to take. That's the key first and foremost. And then you have to be ready to make key plays at key times to get those close wins on the road.
The Eraser gets the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's Collison. Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
One of several shots they'll get. 2 more scheduled meetings between these two teams.
And here's Jones.
They've changed up the D now. It's a 3-2 zone.
Here's Hibbert. And he lays that one up and in.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Here's Barbosa, averaging 14 points a game. Here's Bargnani, and almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Fresh set of games here. They'd like to go up 1-0 and make a statement.
Starting off the series with the win, the pressure's on the other team next time you meet. It's a good position to be in when you can get that first one.
And the first one drops. Bargnani finally had the breakthrough season, Clark, that the Raptors were hoping for when they picked him first overall back in 06.
You know what, Kevin? Exactly right. I mean, he's boosted his scoring and his rebounding, and he's showing signs, in my mind, that he can be a quality player on a consistent basis.
Outside Collison. Backing down is Hibbert. Cranes the open look. Here's the eraser. Last time, 14 points for him. Hibbert against Bargnani. Here's the eraser. Averaging 16 points a game. Shot clock at 3, and stolen by Granger.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Jones kicks to Collison. Hansbrough with the ball. Pass to Granger. Covered by Barbosa. Got a piece of it. Raptors trail by 4. From 11 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Barbosa's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Indiana now. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
They had problems defensively, Kevin, and weren't able to stop the onslaught of production. It really just kept coming at them all game long. Anytime you have to face someone or some team that can deliver monster performances like they had to deal with, it could be a long game.
Jones, no luck. And Toronto has possession. Trailing by 2. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, so many times it's not what your team accomplishes, but what the other guys lack. They took advantage of a poor offensive outing, playing well enough themselves to come out on top.
No good. Looking to get on the scoreboard. Takes it up. Laid in with the D draped all over him. Here's the eraser. Trailing by 4.
Well, again, 3 turnovers already. The coach has to make a point to them that they need to take better care of the ball. Handle it like you want it.
Raptors trail by 6. He's covered by Collison. Bargnani up top. Hansbrough defending. The tray. And again, Toronto no luck. Pacers leading by 6. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Andre Bargnani picks one up. Some background on Collison. Both of his parents were world-class track athletes, and it shows in him.
Yeah, and you know my line on that. You can't run away from the DNA.
I love that line. The first free throw is good. And for the Pacers, a 32-50 record overall last season, number 10 in the Eastern Conference.
Not what they expected, Kevin, but at home, the Pacers did end up 23-18.
And Clark, home court advantage really can be a huge boost to a team, can it?
And you find it being the case more with younger teams, Kevin, because it really does give a team like that a burst of energy. But for any team, it helps. Looks like they switched to man-to-man, D, here.
Granger for three. It's hauled in by Maxiel. Just over 7 minutes left in the first. Here's the eraser. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Wow, talk about confidence and attitude. He dropped that fast break triple right in the defender's face.
Hansbrough. Indiana again missing. Toronto trailing. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. From 17 feet out. Kept alive. Here's DeRozan. And good, they convert in the second chance.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
And here's Indiana. They trail by 1. Collison dishes to Granger. Here's Hibbert. Will it go? Hansbrough, that's good. Here's the eraser. 6 points for him. Here's Barbosa. Off the mark with the 3 ball.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Here's Collison, and Barbosa pulls it down.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one. The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Pass to Collison. Barbosa picks him up. And there's Darren Collison on the assist by Jones. Collison's got 5 now. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Indiana. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. Of course, there's the Raptors. The Raptors making a switch here. Here's the eraser. He's covered by Collison. Back to Bargnani. Off from three-point land. Pacers leading by 3. Now Posey releases from 15. Bricks it off the back iron.
That's pretty smart defense to let him take those shots.
Here's the eraser. And again, no good by Toronto.
Ill-advised shot there. No question about it.
Jones with it. 6 points for him. Oh! And he slams that one in.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day for that one. Now that was a dunk.
He certainly put a little something extra into that slam.
A little added pizzazz.
Hansbrough is tagged with the reach. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Nick Roberts is checked in. Here's Bargnani, averaging 10 points per contest. Nick Roberts snatches it inside. It's 1-on-1. Barbosa picks him up. 13 feet out. Collison, no good. Raptors trail by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. You look at the Pacers. They're going to hurt you bad from outside.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin,
a new group in now for the Raptors. Here is Calderon. No points for him. Danny Granger and Tyler Hansbrough make up the forwards. Ford out there with Collison and Hibbert. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Bargnani, and stolen by Granger. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Ford, and he makes it look so easy, laying it right in.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfect.
Here's the eraser. He's covered by Collison. And again, Toronto no luck. And it's the Pacers ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Granger with the bucket.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Toronto calls timeout. Here is Calderon, averaging 8 points a game. Guarded by Ford. From the wing, Calderon, no good.
They can't seem to put the brakes on this run. They desperately need to jumpstart their offense, and soon.
Now Hansbrough. Bargnani's there. There's the double team with Barbosa. Here's Collison. Kept alive. Backing down is Hibbert. The second chance effort. Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist from Roy Hibbert. Granger's got his second basket of the night. The eraser sets a pick. Calderon picks to Bargnani. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Indiana. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the first one at the line is good. These Raptors, Clark, they couldn't sneak into the playoffs at the end of last season. They were right there, were in prime position, but they just could not finish the deal.
And you know, Chris Bosh called out the team's effort down the stretch. He just wasn't pleased at all with the lack of intensity that they played those games with.
The erase. Here is Calderon. Not on the scoreboard yet. Setting the floor for the Raptors. The eraser in a 2-guard. DeRozan out there with Jason Maxiel. Then there's Calderon and Barbosa. And it's the Pacers ball. This run now up to 13-2. Outside Collison. Scooped up. Hibbert. Off target with the jump hook. Raptors trail by 5. Here's the eraser. No luck on the 3-point attempt.